Good afternoon. I'm spot on weather meteorologist Matthew Euler, and we're going to now take a look at the weekend outlook this December 17th and 18th, the weekend before Christmas. I know a lot of folks have plans, possibly outdoor plans, and they're wondering what the weather will be like. Well, we have the answers. We're going to start off with looking at two different charts for Friday, for tomorrow, to start the weekend off. On this chart, we are showing the temperatures at 5,000 feet. The color scale indicates whether we're very cold. This is degrees Celsius, by the way. So the reds and the oranges, the maroon colors, that's the coldest air. The blue is still fairly cold on the negative side at 5,000 feet, -6, -10 degrees Celsius with the temperatures. So we start off tomorrow by being very cold. Friday, December 16th will be very cold. We still have an area upper low over here over the Canadian Maritimes. There's still a lot of funneling in of colder air. It is starting to pivot around now. The core of it, though, is pivoting into eastern Canada and to the north, well north of Southeast Virginia at this point. So the winds are going to lessen tomorrow as we have an area of high pressure, a 1034 millibar high that's going to be situated right over the top of Southeast Virginia. So we're going to have nice sunny skies, but the air is still going to be pretty much Arctic air mass in place. Very cold day. High temperature tomorrow of 33 degrees, and that is it. So make sure you have your winter jackets out, your warm clothing, your warm attire for tomorrow as you go out and about. And I will say this, that the wind chills will start the morning 5 to 10 degrees above zero. Eventually, the wind chills will come up a little bit, but we're still only expecting wind chills in the 20s all day tomorrow. Now watch what happens on Saturday. The Arctic high pressure is well offshore at this point. It's over the western Atlantic, has weakened, generally out of the area. The clockwise flow around the high will bring in some south-southwest winds into the area. There's an area of low pressure, 998 millibar low over eastern Missouri. So it's a lot. It's a big mess over the top with this storm system from New York State, lower Michigan, Wisconsin, a lot of snow into Iowa, all the way into the Front Range, into the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Area of rain out ahead of this low pressure system. This, by the way, is our next frontal system developing that will be in here by late Sunday afternoon to cool things down again. In our area in Southeast Virginia, what we expect on Saturday is mostly cloudy conditions, windy. The winds are going to pick up from the south-southwest at 20 to 25 miles per hour, so it's going to be windy. However, we're going to be much warmer as temperatures surge into the 50s. And not all day will be wet on Saturday. We will have some periods of rain showers. But we're not expecting anything too heavy as well at this point in time. Looking at the 5,000 foot level temperatures on the back side of this low, on the front side of this high, the combined circulations counterclockwise and clockwise around these pressure systems looks to be generating the next batch of cold air coming down from Canada. And as I mentioned in the long range, this one will be the last really, really cold, very cold shot of air trying to pour into the United States. It's going to be very frigid up in the northern plains, for example, this weekend. All right, looking ahead at Sunday, 18 December, Southeast Virginia, the cold front is getting closer at this point in time. We do expect it to move through by late in the day. This particular chart is at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday morning. So by evening, this front's going to be through the area. The colder air will be in place by that point as this high pressure system tries to build in. The thicknesses will come down over Southeast Virginia. There you see the core of the coldest air, the oranges, the reds, and magentas, spilling into the upper Midwest. One thing unique about this particular situation, though, is, unlike the past couple cold air outbreaks that penetrate all the way down to the coast, all the way out to the Atlantic through Southeast Virginia, in this case, the coldest core of the air will remain north of our area. So we're not going to get another true Arctic shot of air early next week after this front moves through. It'll be modified somewhat. And in the positioning of this high pressure system, 1040 high over Kansas, that is going to position itself generally over the Ohio Valley and north of Southeast Virginia. So very warm day on Sunday, very windy day on Sunday. Mostly cloudy conditions can be expected. Again, with some rain showers in the area. Temperatures will reach up into the middle and upper 60s, as hard as that is to believe. When you go out there right now, you would never believe me. But it's going to be a significant warm-up. Cold front to move through by late afternoon. So for the extended outlook, again, thank you to Michael Fullen, USA Weather. That's where these graphics come from. For the rest of the afternoon, we're already on our way down. This was earlier this morning. We had a high of 41, 42 degrees in the Hampton Roads area. But the cold air advection, the Arctic fronts move through. We're getting very strong northwesterly winds right now. So the temperatures are already dropping into the 30s. Tonight will be the coldest night, 20 degrees overnight tonight and Friday morning. So that's how your weekend's going to start. You're going to have your heat on in your car running full high speed. And then by Sunday, you're going to be like, what heat? Well, I don't need heat. I might need air conditioning on in my car when I'm driving now. Really crazy up and down type temperature scheme going on right now in Southeast Virginia. So 20 tomorrow morning. We still expect some sun tomorrow. Now, there will be some increasing high clouds in the afternoon as that next frontal system, the next bit of moisture approaches from the southwest. So we do expect some mostly cloudy conditions by later in the day, but that's mostly the high cirrus clouds, the wispy ones we look at. High of only 33 tomorrow on Friday. That starts the weekend Friday night. Very chilly again, 31. But then we expect the temperatures to actually rise by Saturday morning as stronger southerly winds start blowing. So we may have some showers overnight, Friday night. We'll have some more showers on Saturday with a high of 55. And then Saturday night, it doesn't go down very much there for the low Saturday night into Sunday, as temperatures will be fairly steady in the lower 50s on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Here's the more detailed outlook down here in the text. So take a look at it. Take a look at our forecast. We do post this on Facebook as well as Twitter for the latest forecast updates for Southeast Virginia. And as a reminder, we do update these links as well for more detailed discussion on what's going on with the weather. There's a forecast discussion. Hazardous weather discussion will discuss anything that really significantly impacts Southeast Virginia. Storm assessment report if we have any storms. Short-term update, just a quick 24-hour synopsis of what's going on. And then, of course, the graphical stuff you see up here at the top. All right, so that wraps up the weekend outlook. Overall, it's going to be warmer. 50 Saturday, 60 Sunday. Mostly cloudy conditions with periods of rain showers throughout the weekend. Not a washout for your outdoor activities. You definitely will not need the winter coat for the weekend. But you still should be pretty good with making outdoor plans. As that front gets closer on Sunday, we may see a little bit more in the way of rain Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. But we'll keep you up to date here at Spot On Weather. And just remember, Spot On Weather. If we're not doing it right, if we're not spot on, we're not doing it right. All right? Have a great afternoon, everyone.